Hello guys, this is Mike here. Today in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about finding the best flight for the money. And please keep in mind, I am not a real traveling buff. I only travel for like 3 or 4 times a year as a tourist. So it's not much, but I've gathered a few things that I hope that you might find informative. So please keep in mind that cheap does not equal best. If we try starting to define what best actually is, best is subjective. What I think is best is not the same thing as what you think is best, probably not. Best is also a matter of preference. It can be the quickest flight, the cheapest flight, the most comfortable flight, etc. But remember, whatever you choose, you almost always have to compromise. It's very hard to get the cheapest flight and the most comfortable flight. Yeah. So, being aware of what your preferences are, let's take a quick look on how I approach finding the best flight without spending a fortune. Keep in mind, there are no golden rule to get the cheapest flight. You need to do the work yourself. Unless, of course, you hire a travel agent who will do the work for you. But then it won't perhaps be the cheapest flight because you have to pay the travel agent. Okay. So, step number 1 is be flexible. Be flexible concerning dates, airlines, places. The more flexible you can be, the better is the chance that you get a good price on the flight. Businesses travel mostly on Monday and Fridays, so sometimes it's cheaper to fly during the middle of the week. This is not an exact science or a rule by any means, and please compare the prices on the website to see what dates are the cheapest. Also, keep in mind that direct flights might be more expensive than taking an extra transit. For example, in my example, it is cheaper to go between Gothenburg, Frankfurt and Singapore than going directly from Frankfurt to Singapore. And if you take a flight with a transit, please keep in mind, have ample time between the transits. As a rule of thumb, I usually allow between 90 to 120 minutes, that's 1.5 to 2 hours between flights. So flights might get delayed and whatever, so you have some buffer time. Also, check budget airlines, but when checking budget airlines and regular airlines as well, be aware of the service fees they might impose on you for anything extra, like checked baggage, lunch, snack, printed boarding pass, etc. Tip number 2. Let the websites do the work for you. There are multiple aggregation websites like Skyscanner, Momondo.com, Google Flights. Also, don't forget to check the airline's own homepage, since it may contain deals that's not available through these aggregate websites. And also, please remember that prices fluctuate on a weekly or even daily basis. Even if it's with the same airline or to the same destination. So if you find a great price one day, don't expect that that great price will be available next week or even tomorrow. For example, I found a great price on a ticket to Singapore. It was only 370 American dollars. Then the next week when I checked, same flight, same time, everything, it was $600. So yeah, it will increase or decrease. Tip number 3. Enroll in a frequent flyer program if you fly reasonable often. And these frequent flyer programs, so they're often free. And choose to fly with the airlines that's part of that alliance, so you can earn miles within that frequent flyer program. And there are 3 major alliances. Star Alliance, where we have Scandinavian Airlines, SAS, Lufthansa, Singapore Airlines, and United Airlines, to mention a few. And then we have One World, where American Airlines, British Airways, and Qantas are part of. And finally, we have SkyTeam, where airlines like Delta, KLM, and Air France are part of. And once you have collected enough miles, you can redeem them with the partner airlines. But please be aware that miles do expire, and if you don't use them, you will be back to 0 miles eventually. And now some general thoughts about getting the best flight. First of all, transit times. Not too long transit times and not too short transit times. Be sure you have enough time to switch flights. And if you're switching airports or terminals, take that into account. As I said, I usually have at least 1.5 to 2 hours if I'm transiting, and that's within the same terminal. And having too long transit times, well, that could be just a waste of your vacation. Number 2, when you book or reserve a seat, check sites like Seat Guru, Seat Maestro, or Seat Expert for other passengers regarding their comments for the seats. Some seats offer more leg room, some are closer to the toilet, making the risk of getting bumped into all the time greater. And it's quite easy to find out comments for the flight you're thinking about. Often you just have to fill in the airline and flight number, and it will present you with the best or worst seats on that flight. So, if you only want to take a few things away from this video, is that flexibility rocks. Dates, places, airlines. 2. Check aggregation sites like Momondo, Skyscanner, Google Flights. 3. Flexibility. Again, flexibility is the key to getting good prices. For the sites I mentioned, check out the description field below for links to these sites. And also, if you have any good thoughts or ideas for finding the best flight, please let me know in the comments. Until next time, see you later.